Damn it, Dakota.
Easy job. Easy life. So much.
Welcome
You
to
owe
the
me a
late
drink,
game.
by the way.
Let's go in.
Hi.
Go on, yeah.
Come on
yeah.
in.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, man. Please, my man. Take a seat. Take a seat.
Thank you. Can
Take
you
a
guys
seat.
wait over there? We'll be with you in a sec. Cheers, lads.
All right. Ooh, it feels so much nicer
Oh,
indoors.
do I need to budge around? Are you okay?
Hi
Yeah,
there.
I'll budge around.
You're back
There we
again,
go.
aren't you?
Howdy, y'all. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Oh, my
You'll have to
goodness.
wait.
You
You'll
are
have
not
to
even
wait.
ready.
You'll have to wait. I'm
Not
sorry.
even ready.
Don't
Don't
wait.
get
There's
too
no
much
rush.
head on that.
There's no rush here on the late game.
Easy
There's
with
no
the
rush.
pour. Relax it. Relax it.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. Let's.
Beautiful job.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome.
Welcome yet again to the most intense, hardest panel in the show.
Yeah, we're the hardest working team in Dota, right?
All day we just grind until it's time to perform, and
That's
here we
right.
are for yet another edition of the late game. Welcome to day number 5.
Is it
now?
5? Is
Day
it
number 5.
5?
Tomorrow's the last day here, of course, with the International 2019, and we're here to just kind of unwind.
Yeah, this is you've
Chill
been
out.
watching games all day, or you've
Yeah.
just woken up, and you think, what I need to do is watch some dudes drinking beer and vaguely talking about Dota. That's our
Just
job.
Very vaguely.
Very vaguely.
A lot of hype stuff to mention
Yeah,
today
yeah,
and
for
to
sure.
kind of talk about. We had some upsets. We're down to the final 3. May have been a new hero announced yet again.
Yep.
And it's a very
Void,
exciting time.
Void Spirit.
Void Spirit.
Yes. Now
The new
Slacks was
VS.
very excited because he's into the lore.
Yeah.
I don't follow the lore. I just want to play the game. He loves the lore, and he was like, "This completes the circle, and now it makes sense." And there's some story that he's got in his head that's all coming together. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
but what happens with Vengeful Spirit, the outcast, the I am a spirit, but now she has totally replaced the new VS is in town. It's Void Spirit.
I tell you what it is I don't think they thought about the fact that there's Vengeful Spirit. They were like, the 4 spirits, and everyone's like, what about Venge? And they're like, 4 spirits. 4 spirits, you understand?
She doesn't
it's Amber,
count.
it's Storm, it's Earth, and now it's Void. She doesn't count.
Of course. All right. Well,
In
we have
2019.
we have a great show for you today. A couple of awesome guests lined up for you.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go ahead and bring them out?
Yeah, let's get a couple of guests.
Let's just get a couple of guests out here right now. We have some of the best analysts in the game
Oh, yes.
today, and we are privileged to bring you Purge and Febby.
Come on out here, lads. Purge and
Purge and
Febby.
Febby. That's your cue. Get on over.
Grab your drink.
It doesn't have to be graceful.
Yes.
Oh, God.
You got your drink?
Grab your beverage. Get on over. One-upping us on the attire.
They look like they've been at work today.
They look like they've been lawyers all day, and today they finally get to unwind.
Tough case.
It was. You don't want to see the evidence. It
Oh,
was,
wow.
it was bad.
Gentlemen, welcome. Cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for
cheers.
joining
Thanks
us on
for
the late
coming.
game, of course. It's always great to
Febby,
have.
wait. There you go. Otherwise, it's bad luck.
close.
Okay.
And make sure you drink after, of course.
You got to drink after.
All right,
How was
gentlemen.
your guys' day? Tell us about it.
Pretty good. I did last word on first series, and then I did draft panel on third series. So had a little break in the middle, which is nice.
What
And
did you do, Febby?
I've been always draft panel, but today, first game, I got promoted to the main panel. So I was really excited. I had stuff prepared last night, and then bam, I got demoted again. Like, Jack
Don't look at
and
it as a
CCS came
demotion,
out.
because you got to know what you're talking about to be on the draft panel. They never put me on the draft panel, Febby. I'm only ever been main panel. Because
That
they
is-
know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm the reverse, actually.
What, you
Yeah?
do know what you're talking about. So they
Yeah,
put you on
I
the
don't know what that means about me not being on the regular panel.
You're never
but
on the silly, normal, casual
I've never
Philly
been.
panel.
I have no idea why I haven't been on the silly panel yet, but for some reason I haven't.
You've never been on the main panel?
Never been on the main panel. I'm pretty sure. Just Weatherman.
I'm going to actually, on that note, I want to kind of put you on the spot here.
Okay.
Do you miss the weatherman? Do you
Yes.
wish it was back?
Yes.
Wow, that took no
That's
hesitation.
not hard.
What
I
is it
did
that
one
you think
today.
you miss? You think it's just you need that? You think it's critical to have that bit of time to kind of break everything down?
It doesn't have to be like I don't think you have to have it on the broadcast, but it suits number one. It suits my talents best out of all the other things that I do. Number two, every Dota game there are dozens of amazing things that happen that one camera can't capture because there's so much stuff going on that you're gonna miss things. And you don't have time to go back and understand and realize things. And doing Weatherman gives you an opportunity to do that because you get to watch the replay and you get to say, hey guys, here's this really cool thing that everybody missed. Unless you were like really closely paying attention, and half the time you have to put it together with a mini-map, which is difficult. So there's so many, every single game has a gem in it, is the way that I see it. And not having Weatherman takes that away.
Febby, where do you think you're best suited at a TI? Do you think you are working best at the draft panel, or where do you think you
I'm
would shine
suited
best?
at playing, I think.
Playing?
I was gonna say.
Panel or draft panel or like analyzing.
Fair
for
enough.
me.
I mean, this is your first time working a TI on this side of the line, so I guess you got to tell us, what is that like? Is
I
it-
thought you guys had it really easy. Like I had like all
Ah.
these plans up, but I can't do it because I'm so busy. Like, I didn't know like you guys had it this hard.
What did you think people did all day? Just sat around playing
just sitting around
Underlords or
talking,
something?
drinking beer, like having fun. But
Yeah.
you guys actually work really hard.
He's
Thanks,
a pretty
man.
good caster though. Like he's actually.
Oh,
I genuinely think he's like he could be a play-by-play caster if he wants to.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Out of our TriCast, I mean, he's obviously good at analysis as well. He's maybe a little quiet because he's new, but like the things he said are valid. And play-by-play casting, he's got something there.
He's got the hype.
Yeah, well, he's got a little.
Thank you for.
He does. No, seriously.
The hype is there. So you're hoping that start of next season, you're on the other side of the fence again, you're playing and a part of a team. Any hints as far as, or leads rather? Is it looking good for Febby playing again? Or
Not
you-
looking good.
Not
but
looking
I will
good.
Try. I will try.
Well, you got a free ticket to the after party, dude. You don't even have to fly here.
Yeah, you can
on your own
feed
dime.
with all the pros.
Yeah. Take the PPD method.
I'm so bad at like talking to people though. Well, I will try. I will try.
Okay.
You got to put yourself out there. Imagine you're going for a job interview and there's all these potential suitors. They're all looking to hire people.
My
You get out
resume
there.
is not that good too, so.
You're an MVP.
You know,
That's
you,
like,
you
what,
gotta learn to
4 or
sell
5
yourself.
years ago?
You got to learn to sell yourself a bit better.
True.
Okay.
You got TI experience. There's a
I meant-
bunch of players doing that.
I meant your recent MVP, not your old MVP team.
I mean the recent ones too. Like it's pretty old, I think.
That was like 3
Oh, yeah,
months
the
ago.
Mercedes, right? How's that treating you?
Oh, the
Sell it.
I
The
get it.
Mercedes.
Now I get it.
The one thing I knew coming into TI, I was like, I'm casting with Heavy. I'm gonna make so many MVP jokes, and every time I can, I slide one.
Every
in.
day,
And he's
every
just-
day.
It always takes him a little bit. He always forgets. He blacked it out of his mind.
Because I haven't got the car, so like it really hasn't synced in yet. So.
Okay.
So you haven't got the car?
Is it on the way?
I hope so.
Someone
wait,
being
so
put on
what's
the
the-
Maybe
spot.
someone's driving it from India.
Oh, fair
So you win, and they say, congratulations, you've got a car. And then you're like, cool. And then you just haven't heard from them?
I mean, yeah. Like the management takes care of that. So
Oh.
all right.
even if I'm not in that team anymore.
Someone's driving around in your car, Febby.
I
you realize
just
that?
hope that Meniscus not making it a team car, So
It's going to turn up with 100,000 miles on the clock. And some dude's like, it was real tough getting here.
This is the moment where you need to send some emails, get some shit moving. Dude.
So you would take the car over the money if you had an option. Let's say I don't even know if that's an option available, but
I've heard that was the option.
Okay.
And I don't have driver's license, so I think I gotta take the money.
Probably
All
should have
right.
taken the money.
I take the money to pay for my driver license test.
And then you win
get a
another Mercedes and drive it around.
Like what?
Maybe, hopefully.
just park it in your driveway and let everyone who's coming over know, yeah, that's mine right
You
there.
don't really need a car in Korea anyways. Public transportation is really good. There's like local amenities. You can get go grocery shopping down the street. There's food places everywhere.
I mean,
He doesn't really
I
need
just
one,
sit
right?
in my ass and play video games all day. I don't need a car. Like,
Yeah.
Of course, you lived there for a year, Kev.
Yeah, there's food places. There's like 15 food places within like a 3-minute walk. You genuinely don't need a motor vehicle. The bus was excellent. It's like really comfy. They go everywhere. It was like $1 per ride. We'd ride it 30 minutes in a Seoul every time we played a match.
Would you go back and do that experience all over again?
Like right now, or like knowing what I know, would I go back in time and also go to Korea? Is that
Knowing what you know and you're going back in time.
Yeah, I would do it again. I just wish I was better. That's all. That's my only regret. I wish I was better at like tri-laning and other things. But I learned a lot about myself. It was really good.
What if it was this patch, this moment now? Do you think you'd have a harder time or an easier time? Do you think Dota's getting a bit harder?
Would I have a harder time? I mean, that's kind of a weird question because like Dota knowledge goes up so much over time. For example, like that's the difference is that like right about when I went was like right when everybody started to like get really good at figuring things out and understanding the game as a whole. I
Because
feel like
it went from being sort of like, oh yeah, I'm good at Dota, to suddenly everybody took it super seriously. Like
Yeah.
professionalism came in, right? And
it's been
people
like
stopped just getting drunk and going to tournaments and actually like grinding it and working.
It's been a big deal for long enough. Like when I got there, it was like what 2014. So like TI4 was rolling up.
Yeah.
And that was like right on the cusp of everyone being like, okay, it's time to take this game super seriously.
Yeah.
We're only gonna run with the best teams who have all washed out of a few TIs, that kind of thing. So it's like then the skill level goes up every single year, and people have to relearn another things because everyone's playing Dota for 12 months. They learn
Yeah.
stuff every single year, even if it's not, even if there's patches. So. If I went back, that's why it's kind of a weird question. But if I could go back in time and like jump into my body with my current Dota skills, like I'd probably be an okay player in Korea, for sure. And I wish that's what it was like. I just wish I wasn't dragging the team down a little bit at times.
Did you have to play against Febby?
Oh yeah. shit on this guy all the time.
Is that true?
And by that I mean my team shit on him all the time.
Oh, I see.
And I was there.
His team was the main reason why I was homeless and sleeping on empty buildings.
I want to ask
There you
about
go.
that.
Perfect-
'Cause
perfect
I looked
segue.
up your Liquipedia just for any things to ask you about. I was like, let's see if there's anything on here I could ask Febby about. And it said that I think it was between you were between teams at the time. Things weren't going well, and it said for a while he was homeless and slept in empty buildings. What does that mean?
I wasn't between teams. I was in a team, but a very shitty one.
Okay.
I couldn't win.
Are you talking about Bird Gang?
Poker
Poker face.
Poker
Oh, yeah.
face.
Poker
Face had a rough season 1, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, so we weren't doing so hot. Like how the system worked, it was a league system, but we won money every time we won games. And I think it was a weekly or like
Yeah.
once in 2 weeks or once in a week.
And you could streak.
And
for
if
more
we
money.
lost, we had no money to live on. So it was pretty
So
rough when we
It
lost.
was his fault.
Yes.
I mean, it
Shut
wasn't.
you
It
guys
wasn't.
down.
I mean,
That
it's not
was-
his fault for
You're
being
home-
good
you
at
were home
Dota.
because
so,
of Purge.
Yeah. But anyways,
So you're out of money. You've had a bad streak, and you were like, where am I going to sleep? And you'd find empty buildings.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't so bad. Like you guys, I feel like it sounds so bad on paper, but it wasn't actually that bad. Like there was air conditioning. There was like.
What kind
know.
of buildings were they? Other
It's
people's
just-
houses? They were away on holiday, or?
No, it wasn't other people's. It was you know like those like multi buildings, like multiplex buildings
With
where
like
there's
lots of little
lots
shops
of
in them.
stores. Yeah. It's not that bad. Like,
So they were empty stores.
yes, they were empty.
So they
at
were waiting to
night.
hire them out, and at night you'd creep in.
It
How
was-
do you?
It's open. It's open.
Were you
It was
sleeping
a-
in like the halls between
Did
the
they know
buildings
you
or
were
like
there?
inside?
I don't. No, they did not know I was there.
Did you meet any other homeless people when you were doing this?
No, I did not meet
Did
it.
you carry
I
things
was,
around
I found
in
a very good
bindle?
spot.
Did you carry your possessions in a handkerchief on a stick?
He had a suitcase.
I had a
Wheel it.
bag. I had a bag. Oh, you remember?
Yeah, he would wheel a suitcase to the matches.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
he'd leave. Yeah, and I would like I would like be following him out to the buses, kind of a thing.
Wow. Well, at least you have a Mercedes now. You
Yeah,
can
now
sleep
you got
in
a
if it comes worse.
Mercedes.
You can sleep in
Hopefully.
that.
We didn't know, by the way. We definitely. Well, no, that's not true. I heard rumors. I heard
Wow. Well, how
If-
far you've come, man.
If you'd known that you were putting him out of a home and possibly food, would you have thrown a few games?
No. I mean, there was a lot that went into it. You know, it wasn't just me. I basically gambled like $15,000 just to maybe win NSL. If we lost NSL, I lost 15K and we went home, basically, is what would have happened. But because we won NSL, that covered our expenses, basically, and then we could keep playing. KDL comes out, then we keep playing KDL. And we were just trying to play as good as we could. So
and his
I-
path,
it's
his
tough.
path could have changed entirely had he won that event. So maybe you
Or
should be
won,
thankful.
won a few more games. I mean, his team exploded right after season 1 of KDL. Also, like they got bottom group. There was that match where you guys picked Meepo. Were you in that? You were in that game, right? Or was that a different team?
I think it was a different team.
Oh, that was the
Raisin played Meeple.
no, it wasn't Raisin. It was who's the team? God, the guy that spoke English really well. He was Australian, I think. He was the Australian Korean guy. I can't remember what his name was.
Oh,
His team.
Cynical.
Cynical's team. They picked Meepo against us, and they all
Okay.
chatted. And you weren't supposed to all chat. You got like a fine or something, or it was like a draft
The
penalty.
rules are very strict in Korea. You can't
Yeah.
even play basketball if you're in esports. If you're an esports player.
Oh, really?
You're
What,
not
for-
allowed to do extra recreational activity.
I mean, basketball kind of can like has a high chance to like get your hand injured, so they don't allow you to play basketball.
You know,
Wow.
who played basketball when we got here? Us and Sumail. That shit was scary.
Why?
You played with Sumail?
Yeah, I was guarding him a lot.
Oh my
good?
God.
He
No, it's
missed all
scary
of his
because if he
baskets.
cracks a finger
Yeah, it was,
before the main stage has even started,
yeah, or jammed his finger. There was like
Yeah.
one moment. I used to jam fingers in like middle school, and I played basketball or football or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like one time it almost jammed, and I was like, man, if this happened to Sumail, he could that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars probably. That he
minimum. Yeah.
That's yeah. Now that you put it that way, it is Ti after all. That is a very brave.
Maybe we outed him to his management.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
sure.
might have been a mistake.
Whoops.
Sorry, Sumail. But
He's played
seriously,
basketball.
don't do it, dude. I would be walking around with like pillows taped to my hands if I was a
He
good
would just
player.
sit like behind the 3-point line and wait till somebody passed it to him, and everyone was too scared to get close. except
Well,
for
that's
me.
okay. Except Purge was like,
One time
yeah.
I reached to like try to block his shot, and I like jumped too hard, and I turned around and slightly bumped it. It was like a this, like
Oh, no.
barely, and I was like,
Was everyone like, I
touched him. No, nobody freaked out, but you know, it was,
touched
it was
him.
a
I
little scary.
touched him.
A little scary.
Oh man, we got a game to play.
We got a
right?
game, and let me
Yeah.
help build this up in a sense. So, as you guys know, starting within the past couple of TIs, they introduced the chat wheel, iconic moments in Dota history being able to be relived through players as they can kind of announce them through the game.
Yeah.
But pretty much all of these chat wheel lines are done by the play-by-play, right?
Yeah, they're
because
hype.
they have most of the hype fights, and they're kind of going off on their tangents, and they'll spout out some fun little nursery rhymes or something that kind of get a chat wheel in. But the analysis, they never really get a chance to shine, right? I feel like if we could just change that now, we should do
Give
it.
Purge a chance to deliver the lines in his own imitable style.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something missing. We don't get to hear your voices bring these lines to light, and I'm sure you can do them justice. You know, we're just missing out on a hidden gem here. So we have provided both you and Febby a couple of iconic chat line moments here. Febby is going to do the honors of hyping up the scenario, hyping up the actual, line, and then Purge will be delivering the line to his best ability, of course, to see
So-
if he can kind of emulate the Tobes, the ODs, and the such of the word.
It's going to be the middle camera. Okay, are you ready? So
Yeah.
look right down this camera here. That's the one you're going to look at. So
What
let's
about
go.
Febby?
That's the one you will be on. We're going to go to a two-shot of Febby and Kev, right? And then Febby's going to set the scene, and then we'll go solo on Kev.
All right.
All right, ready, Febby?
Febby,
I'm
whenever
ready.
you're ready.
Maximum hype.
Okay, I'm ready. Start?
No,
You're ready
go.
whenever you
All right.
Scene.
TI3 Liquid versus LGD. The year is 2013. On NA organization at the time, Liquid are fighting their way out of the scary lower bracket best of ones. In the second round, they meet a heavy favorite LGD squad.
All right,
Purge,
Kev.
Throne's low. Throne's almost dead. Siler to fall. Liquid are doing it. They're going to take it.
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right.
Eloquent.
Next one.
Next one.
I don't know why we're not casting the grand finals.
I know.
Our
This is-
try
we-
cast.
this
I don't know why I don't
gotta
have any
give
chat
people-
lines in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
For real. Right, Febby, set the scene.
Scene.
OG versus LGD. Game 4, TI8. It's Game 2, TI7, Grand Finals. LGD have Anna's PR up against the ropes. Former coach Sebastian Debs blinks in what is now the iconic play of TI8 and a Chatweir staple.
Kev, your take, please.
Seb.
Brilliant.
Next one, please.
All right, so it's the last one, and it's a famous one from LD.
Okay.
IG versus Navi. Game 2, winner bracket semifinals. I was there, by the way. The international.
Okay.
Didirun picked up.
No. This is
No. He's right.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, I apologize. Sorry.
We're setting up so
Sorry,
Febby will
Febby.
lead it.
You're
Oh,
the
man.
professional. Carry on.
The format changed. It's
It
your
did.
guys'
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Carry on.
If you need to recompose.
I lost the.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Oh God.
All right.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
Didirun picked up Ferrari on the back foot. Puppy is doing it left, right, and center, making things happen. Ferrari, that's the phase shift. He's gotta use it soon. He will.
Wow. He pressed F.
perfect. Kev, you see, this is why I've said for years you should do play-by-play. For years.
I could see an ironic situation where one of these actually ends up in next year's compendium.
Yeah. Maybe.
I appreciate you guys being dedicating it. That
Thanks.
is what we've been missing out on all of these years.
Thanks for the opportunity. I'm sure that's all it'll take.
That's 3 chat wheel lines literally in an evening.
Easy job for the chat wheel line. You okay there, Febby?
He's too enamored. He's just really big fan of my talent.
For sure. The ladies
What-
out there.
Do you guys do you envy the play-by-play casters a little bit? Because it seems like their voices, like I personally do, when I listen to the casts, I know I'm hyped and I think I wish I could do that. Like that crowd behind them, it makes me very envious. Do you guys envy that? Or do you like the fact that you can look at the game and come in with a bit of knowledge and say, well, it was this, it was that?
Why not both? You can always want more. So yes, it's easy to say yes, I guess, because you feel left out if other people get chat lines, and then, for like probably 15 years in a row, I always get left out.
15 years in a row.
Look, I'm just saying I'm not planning to break any streaks here. They're a strong streaker here. Yeah, of course. But everybody has their talents, and that's okay. I would also desire to be a better player, Dota player, but
Which would you rather be? 2K MMR higher or top tier caster?
If I was 2K MMR higher, I'd probably be pro, so it's easy. I'd probably rather be a pro. 2K is
What
a
about
lot.
you, Febby?
It's a lot.
Would you
What's up?
like to be a hype caster, like main stage?
So after the first day of our cast, people flamed us so much. Like they thanked us actually.
Did you read the thread?
Yeah, they thanked us for curing insomnia. So I kind of
did.
practiced play-by-play like for like 30 minutes. I just couldn't do it. I think you have to be born with it. Like I appreciated the value, how much like these play-by-play casters bring into the cast.
But then the day after, he told us about it. We let him go for it. He was excellent.
No, I
No,
wasn't.
no,
Come
seriously.
on, like-
No, seriously. Look, I've been casting for like literally 6-7 years, and you have potential. That is my professional.
Stop giving me
opinion.
hope.
No, I'm serious.
No, you got to. It's just
you
practice.
legitimately have
It
potential.
is. It's
All right,
correct.
thank you.
I mean, a lot of these guys, if you look at someone like Owen or LD, even or anybody really, all these guys started off just casting a ton of games. They
Yep.
just did it over and over again.
If anything, what's holding you back is the potential to do other jobs, like be a pro player. That's what's going to hold you back. It's basically like, it's a send effect. It's like, oh, you could probably have casted every TI Grand Finals, but you wanted to play. So then they take a step back, kind of like jump between, and, you know. So, that, I mean, that's probably why you're not going to be a successful play-by-play caster, because you're a good player. So.
Well, I want to touch on something you lightly mentioned there, and maybe this turns into advice for Febby. How much should we, as casters and commentators or talent, how much should we be taking the Reddit feedback to heart and critique? Like, how much is that really of value to know that you're doing something right, or should you be really just kind of confident in what you do and not take too much of what they say to heart?
It depends on how confident you feel with your view of things. I'm arrogant sometimes for sure, and the way that I see things, I'm very sure in my mind that it's the right way to do stuff. And over time, I've kind of had a feedback loop of like, I've made guides or videos that I felt like were going to be successful, and they were. So now I have a feedback loop of assuming that I generally have a really good eye for things. And sometimes I'm completely wrong, and I have these like big like blind spots where I was way off. But generally I'm right. So it's good to read feedback because it will show you those blind spots a little bit, but you have to filter through the negativity a little bit. Like so for the negativity that we got, those people jumped into those games ready to watch their favorite team, and they were expecting the same normal viewing experience. But there's 4 games going on at any point. They need more casters. They got us instead. They were disappointed. That's what happened. But I think that we had a lot of really good analysis and mechanics discussions every single day, even if maybe we were monotone too much, or maybe our voices were too similar, or maybe Febby and Gunnar maybe didn't sound excited or something. Me as well, let's be real, it's all of us. So yeah, that stuff happened, but we did make a good product, which is very different than what people expected to see. So that was my view of reading that thread, and that's how I take criticism from Reddit threads.
How do you feel about that experience, Febby? Like now being on the talent side, you're doing your thing. Are you rushing right to Reddit to kind of figure out what they think of your product? Do you take that much to heart, or are you just confident in your own Dota knowledge to kind of put it out there?
I felt my talent career was over after I read that.
After you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those threads can hit you, and you're just kind of like, am I even meant to be in this line of work anymore?
Yeah,
But,
that's how I felt. I mean, like, I don't
Really?
know. It's like,
damn.
I want to, like,
They
learn from it. Like, because they're, like, I can only talk to them. Or, like, their opinions, I can read it. So I can, like, learn from it. That's why I read it. But there was, like, zero positivity, so I felt
not
really
true.
bad.
Look, I've
5%.
had a ton of Reddit stuff about me over the years. I've been doing this for a while. Sometimes you get positive, sometimes you get negative. The negative stuff is what jumps out at you. But you don't know these people. It's only when people you know or you respect or you understand where they're coming from, that's the feedback I care about. Not some guy on the internet, because you don't know what they're doing. Some of them are just messing around.
Yeah, so, like, Pearl cheered me up a lot, like, by saying all these stuff. So I felt a lot better after talking to Pearl.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just so weird. It's so different. I don't think really in any other industry, I've done like acting and theater, and your only audience feedback is them clapping or them laughing. And it's like, oh, I know I'm funny there, but it's not like after the show you get to go to a mass forum. You get every single
They're
breakdown
lined
of
up
how you went.
outside the theater.
Sports broadcasters, I doubt they go to a forum and check everything out. It's only in like this line of work we have the opportunity to go and get that kind of feedback. And some of it is going to be hard to swallow, and some of it is going to make you feel like a king.
Isn't it weird in the acting profession to like criticize each other as well? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's a huge no-no. You never do that.
Which is surprising because within casting, that's a lot more common. Like it's not I obviously offer advice way more than I should without asking permission first or whatever to like think of people's feelings, but I feel like we do it way more in esports.
Oh, yeah.
Like we'll start a discussion, how did the panel go? Oh, we felt this pretty good. And if there's something, oh, this moment I thought you maybe could have like added on to that. Like we do that all the time. So for me it seems
I think
weird.
for us it's different because it's not a performance. Like if you think about acting, a lot of that is sort of your passion and it's your performance rather than a team effort to just sort of deliver a product. I think it's a bit different. I think it's more personal if it's something that's like a performance. Your bit of your soul is going out there, you know. Whereas I think when we're doing our job, it's like we need to think about how to balance the panel. I think it's a bit more ordered.
Also, I don't know if this is my place to add it on, but this is my second talent gig that I got. I was really surprised by how close you talents were. Like I from the outside perspective, I suspected there is a little bit of Game of Thrones stuff going on. There's not enough like job because there's a lot of talents, right? Yeah. But you guys are so close and so like it's like a family bondage kind of relationship. So I think that's like why you guys can share those.
Yeah, maybe. Did you guys see the green room?
No, and
it was very small, so I
it's so
thought
tight
that's
you
why.
have to be.
If there's open space on the ground between the couches, there's a chair there.
I think I know
was
what
warm.
everyone smells like because the room is
on that bombshell.
blind for me. I can smell like.
All right, give me some feedback. What do I smell like?
We're gonna have to get our next guest on.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about your.
We don't want to hear about the body odor, but you know what?
sorry.
It is like a family, and Febby, welcome to that family. 'Cause
Welcome to
everybody
the
loves
family,
it.
absolutely.
All right.
I don't want to be in the family for too long, but all right.
Okay.
I'll
All
maybe
the
come
pros
back
say.
in after 2 or 3 years.
Take
In
your
your
drinks
case-
and get out. Cheers, boys.
One last cheers before you go.
Thank you.
All the best.
Good luck on the chat line. Good luck maybe in your
Thank
future
you.
playing.
Cheers, lads. Febby and Purge. Top lads.
Great stuff. All right. Well, to help kind of subside the time between now and our next set of guests, I think we have a piece of content which features you, Ted. And I think it's a run back of the egg game, but this time you're involved.
Yep.
It's a Slacks and Flax showdown
It's an egg off.
of the egg off. Let's check it out.
Playing the egg roulette game here with Jake and Ted. The game is simple. They will ask each other questions, and if they refuse to answer those questions, they have to smash an egg on their face. We have 6 eggs. 1 of them is raw, 5 of them are hard-boiled, and whoever gets the raw one loses. Gentlemen, do any of you want to go first? No? Ted will go first.
Great.
Go ahead, Ted.
Who do you think at Moonduck
Oh no.
is holding you back the most?
Oof. Oof. The most is the hardest part of the question. Sunspan. Pay me, Sunspan. Love you. Varian, you know, you used to work with this chick. How come I don't see at TIs anymore?
Oh my fucking God.
What happened?
I thought these were meant to be yes/no questions.
No, their explanation. Whatever happened? Do you have any information about that?
Hold these.
I would love to.
God.
Oh, okay, all right.
Egg meets egg.
He's ready now. Dude.
I could tell something
He's
bad's
ready.
coming. That was a.
If you could, would you break up?
Oh my God! Give me an egg.
That wasn't mine.
Baron, what's the last TI you think you deserve to be invited?
All right, straight up.
Okay, all right, 3 left. 3 left. Wow, you guys are good at this.
When we did Dirt Mall together, did you hire streamers literally based on certain aspects of their body?
I can definitively say no because you were the one that picked most of the streamers to be on that thing. Not
true.
me.
Not true.
That is
Oh,
definitely
this
true.
is the first egg roulette argument.
I'll
we've
let
had.
that one go. That's fine. Your turn.
I know what you're implying,
want a
but you
both
were the
egg?
one who suggested
You want a
both
both
of them.
egg?
Do we want an egg off?
Nah, it's all right.
Both egg?
We got plenty more
No?
questions.
Okay,
We're
all right.
good.
Give me another one. That one's no good.
Oh, you will let me go again?
Yeah. Come on, bring it.
Gracious. Pyrian, what was the last situation where you thought about being unfaithful to your wife?
Give me the fucking egg.
Damn.
Thought about? I mean,
Thought about.
Jesus.
I think I was there for that one. I could tell that story.
Oh,
Charmed life.
come
You are
on.
great at this.
Okay.
Buy a lottery ticket, bro.
Damn it.
How much do you think you carry Casey in these segments you do with her?
How many eggs are left?
2.
Fair amount. Fair amount. But I learned a lot from her,
I think
too.
that's
No,
a
it's
bullshit
two,
answer.
dude.
You're taking the egg.
That's not fair! I answered it!
taking
I
that.
answered it! I answered it and I got the egg.
Oh, last one.
All right.
Last one.
Give me the question.
Take my time with this one. Okay. Woo!
So this is probably the raw one, I would guess.
Thank you, Ken. The last egg,
Yeah.
you think? All right. Pyrian, you've been around in the Dota scene for a really long time, and you've seen a lot of people come and go. What's one person that should have went a long time ago? Who needs to retire already? No. The last?
I'm taking the egg.
Oh, Pyrian. Oh.
It was a nice ride. Fox. Good knowing you, buddy.
Oh.
Egg meets egg.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, man.
Slacks wins.
Yay!
Wow. You guys
was
took
a
a
good
lot of
slap.
eggs, dude.
Wow, another spicy edition of the egg game. That one went all the way to the final egg.
It did. It did.
Lots
And
of
now,
serious questions that we couldn't even hear.
We'd had one previously where I'd messed up and they were all hard-boiled. And so I thought the same thing was happening there, but it wasn't. Oh, this is the food
Okay,
bit.
so we sent in Cinder, and he has no idea
No,
what's
he doesn't
happening
know.
right
He
now.
was just like, Sind, go.
We just start sending people for the China bit now, and they
Oh, it
learn.
looks like she
I
won,
hope Little Nine didn't hear
which means
that.
he's going to eat this, whatever it
Sid
is.
has no idea he has to
Okay.
eat something foul, so this is going to be amazing.
That's good. 那我们汤雅也说，他
And it
觉得
gets
这个
more
东
foul
坡肉
each
是非常的
day.
好
Yes, it
吃，
does.
但是
Today's
有
gotta
点
be
残忍
bad.
啊。
It ramps up. Cinder's like, what are they going to make?
What did I get
接下
into?
来呢，我们就请工作人员帮我们把惩罚
They're
带上来
laughing.
喽。
They're laughing at what he's going to
Here
eat.
comes the punch.
Oh, my God.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is that?
What is that?
Oh, it's duck blood in chili sauce.
Duck
So-
blood in
Yes,
chili
it's
sauce.
Blood.
I'm happy I lost. I want
Really?
to try this.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Excited.
blood?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what is this?
So we share. We lost together.
Oh, only you.
Actually, I don't know.
I'll get another one.
I got another.
And this is?
Oh, bless you,
这
Sind.
是什么来着？
Nobody knows what it is.
毛肚吧？
毛
Nobody
肚
knows
是不
what it
是
is.
应该是毛肚，
Holy
毛
cow.
肚应该懂吧？
It's a mushroom?
No,
No.
I don't know. We'll give it a try. Just try this part, okay?
Okay.
This is duck
So I
blood.
try this first.
Yes.
You're not supposed to take everything together.
You can try.
Yeah, I can just give it a try.
He wants to
And
eat
there
it.
is
Just
no shrimp.
shove the food in your mouth, Sind.
And it's not
He's so
tasty.
dangerous.
Cut a small piece.
I think it's really tasty.
Oh, God.
Looks good.
It's really good. Maybe we
Looks
should
like
give it a
liver.
try.
Is it good?
Okay.
Delicious,
Oh.
right? Very tasty. You want to try?
Okay.
No, no, no.
No, 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 no.
Really
And
worried
what is this?
that we'd send him over and it's going to be awful. Because he's not even on the
This is
show. He
fine.
came down here to use the pool
I mean,
table.
this is second to last day. They've been pretty tame
very
so far.
firm.
I'm curious what
Yeah.
tomorrow's
Ah.
going to be for the grand
Part
final.
of guts.
It's guts.
Yes.
Oh, this is the guts.
Very chewy.
So
Very
Oh, he's
chewy.
eating guts.
You like it?
It doesn't taste so much. This was
Okay.
better.
Okay.
But still,
Okay. Cinder's
You
happy.
want to give it a try?
No, I don't want to.
Shout outs to Sin.
Bless
The
you,
man's a
Sin.
trooper. We just kind of threw him into that one. He's not even a guest on the show today.
He
just wanted
literally,
to
he
come
was
by and play
like,
pool.
yeah, he said, I understand there's a pool table over there. And I was like, yeah. And I was thinking, we could use him for the pig game. And he was like, when he got here, we said, "Oh, you're doing the pig game." He was like, "What's that?" And just shoved him off there and made him eat food.
Beautiful stuff.
Shall we get our next guest out?
Let's get our next guest out. Representing the lone and possibly small Japanese Dota scene, we have
Hello.
legend Mara. And, of course, his good buddy and pal and translator to join us. Mara, my man.
Have a sit down.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, I
Hello.
got to admit, I didn't know too much about you before the show. I looked everything up, and it's super exciting. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Japanese gaming scene, and we don't get to see too much of their Dota scene outside of maybe that Slacks bit that they were able to show. How's it been? How's it going? What edition of the Mara Cup are we on by now?
まあこの TA が始まるまで、まあ、あまりそのマラカップとかそういうこと知らなかったけど、まあ、そのビデオを見てすごいなと思って、まあ、日本のそのプレイヤーとかがあんまりそのシーンに出てくることないけど、まあ、日本のシーンとかマラカップとかどんな感じっていう。
ちょっと盛り上がってきてる。
It's a bit going up.
Is it going up?
Yeah.
The Dota scene in Japan is improving. Awesome.
So how long before we see a Japanese team at TI?
What?
How long before a Japanese team is going to be at TI?
日本のチームが TI 出るまでどれぐらいかかるか。
Going up.
Next year?
Next year.
Next year.
Okay.
でもその日本のチャンピオンも今年観戦には来てる。マラカップのチャンピオンが観戦には来てて。
So Japanese champion this year of the Mara Cup is here right now in the TI. So like, what? Yeah. So like it's gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna learn from it, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Mara, what's your MMR?
I'm 3K.
3K? All right.
Perfect. That's a good MMR. Good
3K.
MMR. Yeah.
3K.
That's I'm
Perfect.
3K as well. Yeah. That's above average.
That's better.
That's above
Yeah,
average.
平均以上。
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about Slacks. You had the opportunity to hang out with them for that
Yeah.
long piece of content.
With
Can you
Sir
tell
Action
us
Slacks.
anything that we don't get to see on camera? Anything funny with Slacks that we didn't get to
ス
know?
ラックスと、まあ、撮影する機会とか一緒に過ごす機会あったと思うけど、なんかカメラに映ってないところでのスラックスのこととか。
スラックスはカツ丼。him want カツ丼。Japanese カツ丼。カツ丼が食い
Like
たい
a like a rice bowl with a fried beef on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
カツ丼が食いてえっつってずっと言ってて。
He wanted to eat the katsudon when he came to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then それで
それでまあでも優しかった。
And then he was very nice.
That's it? Nothing too bad
That's
about
it.
Slacks? Did he
We need
offend-
a juicy
Did
story.
he not offend anybody? Did Slacks
なんか
offend anybody
なん
out
かめっ
there?
ちゃ悪いこと聞きたい。
Sin, what are you doing? Just walk in front of the camera.
でかすぎて
He was too
でかす
big.
ぎて
He was too big.
He was too big.
Yeah.
でかすぎてカッパがはまらなかった。
So like he was supposed to wear the like fisherman wearings, but he was too big.
Okay.
He
He
couldn't
is
wear
a
it.
big guy. Like he's
Yeah.
big, right? What did you do? Did you have to make something out of
それでどう
scrap
したの？
metal?
それでどうしたもうなんていうのこのショルダーここしかない救命胴衣。
He wore the life jacket, you know, instead.
Life
Yeah.
jackets only.
Okay. Oh man.
Is there anything out there that people don't know about the Japanese Dota community that they should know? Because I feel like a lot of people look at the Japanese gaming community and they see a lot of like maybe fighting games as being very popular and the MOBAs not being popular. What should people out there know really about the Dota scene that makes it special?
まあ日本では結構コンソールとかが有名だけど、日本のドタシーンでまあみんなに知ってほしいこととかそういうことがあったら教えてほしい。
でも僕以外にもすごい今ドタとかスティームのゲームを流行らせたいって人はいっぱいいて、えのきのこさんとか、まあ面倒さん、あと TKG っていうチームがあって、そういうところがいろいろ僕マラカップ以外にもトーナメントをやってて、なんでなんかそれは日本以外からも参加できたりするから、そういうのになんかもっと興味を持って参加してきてほしい。
Okay, so there's a lot of active people besides him that's trying to, hype up the Dota scene in Japan, like Enokinoko and Mendo, TKG. So like they're holding some tournaments that can like participate outside of Japan. So like if you want to get to know the Japan Dota scene, you can join us.
And what would be Mara's dream for Dota in Japan? What would be for him achieving everything he wanted?
日本のドタシーンで一番夢としていることは何ですか？
夢としてることはもうまず一つは日本にバルブのオフィシャルが来てほしい。
So like one is to bring the Valve like publisher in Japan.
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Valve in Japan.
Yeah.
I want.
A Japanese major. I would want to go. That'd be so hype.
まあ次は日本のチームが TI に出てほしい。
Second is to for Japanese teams to be in the TI.
Of course.
And three, 俺の牡蠣を全国で食べてほしい。
I want my oysters for like to
the world.
Yeah, to the world.
What does he want?
His oysters.
His oysters?
Yeah,
Oysters?
Delivered to the world.
To be world renowned.
Yeah.
World-renowned oysters. Yeah. Not really Dota related, but I like it. It's
What
good.
makes your oysters so good?
Yeah.
牡蠣なんでそんなに美味しいかって。
牡蠣なんで美味しいか？My vibes and my soul
Your soul?
in oyster.
My body and soul in the oysters.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that. I love it.
Sounds delicious.
Your passion is actually out of control. You seem like
Amazing.
such a vibrant guy.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you.
pleasure to have you. Thank you for
Cheers
coming.
to the Japanese Dota community. I really hope we see more from you guys in the future. It'd be actually a pleasure to do something in Japan for Dota. I think that'd be so hype.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mara.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much
you.
for coming
Thank
on
you
the
for
show.
coming on.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yo, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Thank you. Arigato.
Okay.
After you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Man, Mara is the Japanese Slack.
He is,
it
I
seems
think,
like at
yeah.
times. I really hope
Thank
to see
you.
a lot from that community because they are one of the most passionate communities about video gaming. And obviously, I didn't even know much about them having a Dota scene until I got to watch some of the content before leading up to this very show.
I mean,
So
it's weird because I feel like if Dota is the kind of game that if you like games, this is the one that you can get your teeth into more than any other. Like, I've played so many games. I keep coming back, and there's something about it. And if you look at the pro players, even they don't understand this game. Like that TI, they're still struggling to understand, wait, why are we losing to this, and what's better? Name another game like that.
I don't know. I don't. It's Dota is so internationally renowned too, and everybody comes in with their own set of ideas about the game.
Yeah.
If I had more time to ask him, I'd be like, what is like the signature Japanese Dota style? You know.
Yeah.
Maybe the Koreans are very bull rush and they fight.
Right.
Even CIS, while China may have been a bit more reserved in the past. Like, what is the discipline for Japanese Dota? It's
Yeah.
like everybody has their own take about the game, and that's what makes Dota so special. That's what makes the international so special. Everybody's tuning in, regardless of what time it is of the day.
God bless it.
God bless it. All right. So we are going to wrap things up for today, but we're not going to let you go on an empty note. We have one more piece of content to come your way. We saw various hot wing content for a lot of the other teams. One opportunity that didn't get the air was none other than the man PPD, and I believe 3-3 from NIP.
Leave spices to me, Peter Dega.
I can't wait to see PPD sweating over hot wings and answering questions. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Oh my God, can't wipe away the tears.
Don't wipe away the tears.
I need some garlic bread.
Gentlemen, you ready to eat some wings today? How you deal with spices? Netta, you strong boy?
I like it. I like spicy food. I'm ready.
PPD, you all right with spices?
I used to do better when I lived in California, but now I'm not so good.
Okay.
I'm very scared.
Together, the first wing. Let's take a bite and ask some spicy questions. Cheers to you, gents.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad, huh?
I know how crazy people get with their hot sauces. Like,
Yeah.
It's not even about enjoying the flavor.
No, it's just like punishment. Peter, first question I have for you. Now, you have been so many things. A player, a TI panelist, a CEO, you've been a coach, Did I miss anything?
Yeah, I'm not good at any of them, so I just keep switching, trying to figure out something I can do.
Well, I did want to ask you that question. Out of all those different things, what do you think you were the worst at?
I don't know. I used to work at a grocery store. I was pretty bad at that.
What did you do at a grocery store?
I was the bag boy.
Oh, that seems like you'd be really efficient.
I just got a problem with authority, you know? I don't like people telling me what to do. Once I got a taste for power, I never turned back. Second bite?
How you feeling, Netta? You all right?
This one is a lot better.
Okay.
It is very spicy, though.
It is spicy. We're getting up there.
Yeah,
but
we're not gonna cower it out and only eat, like, you know, a nibble of the wing.
So, Netta, I did some research online about you, and was looking up some things, and I went and saw this bad boy. I'd like to know if you agree with this. So here is a power ranking. Netta, this says that 25% of the time you win your laning phase.
Damn.
Do you agree with that?
Nah, actually, we got to a point where we couldn't win a single lane, so we just decided, okay, it's enough. We are done laning. And we just cut the wave every game now.
Zai was so tired of losing lanes with Netta, he decided he could just do the off lane better.
Wow.
So he just moved to Secret and did that. I saw Shaquille O'Neal cry while trying to eat this one.
That is correct. Let's see if you're a bigger badass than Shaquille O'Neal. Gentlemen,
Obviously.
unstable concoction. Whew. Let's go for it. Big bite on this one, buddy. Go all in. You've been talking a big game. I want to see the whole wing.
Good.
Show me the whole wing.
Ooh, this. Oh.
I think I'm gonna go with one bite on this one.
Let's do the second one, man. Let's go to the second.
Are you serious?
Let's go. Oh no.
Ooh. I feel like I'm in a new kind of dimension, you know, like a new reality.
Seeing things differently.
My brain is surrounded by fire.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can't wipe away the tears.
Don't wipe away the tears.
I need some garlic bread.
Garlic bread. I'm not sure that helps. Netta, how we doing, man?
Oh my. All right, let's just keep going.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
We gotta finish.
We're gonna keep going. We only have one wing left. I know we're all in pain right now, so I have this bucket here. This is a laning partners bucket. Very easy questions.
All right, so we're taking a paper?
Yeah, taking a paper, read it to each other. You guys got it. Your show.
All right, cool. Netta, what is your favorite part about me?
Go ahead. Favorite part?
Yeah, hurry up. What
Go ahead.
do you have to think about it?
You're funny. Very funny.
Thank you. I do like the jokes.
I see you moved from the water to the milk, Netta. You doing all right?
No. Absolutely not.
If you'd like to,
Light me up.
put a little extra on. Completely up to you. You're gonna go for it, Peter.
Yeah, why would I not?
All right, careful, gentle, sir. Netta, you passing?
Let's go.
All right.
Can't pass.
Teams work together.
Ooh. Take a whiff of it before you eat it. It'll just, it'll warm your nose up for the apocalypse you're about to experience. Don't cry.
I might. I will.
No tears. Here we go.
I might go for a second bite.
Do it, Peter.
Why are you putting me on the spot?
I feel like after, we agreed to 2 bites for everything.
Alpha, baby. Alpha.
Yeah, we did.
Peter, you've been around for a long time. Netta, you're starting to come into your own. You're one of the best in the world. Do you still look up to anyone in Dota 2? Who are your role models? The milk.
I mean, I just look, I guess, all the good players. Like, no one in specific, I guess.
So you're not looking up to anyone? Everyone is the same to you?
Only you for your amazing content creation.
Thank you, PPD. Gentlemen, I'd like to end this bad boy. Let's all have one more glass of milk, one more hit.
I don't need it.
You're good. Holy shit.
I'm shaking as well. I've been shaking since the 4th wing.
Great work on coming up with a good content piece.
Shut up, Peter.